and their file contents are also given. Whole information cannot be stored in main memory. Main memory is relatively small, and to store big files, main memory is not sufficient. Now, so what we do, we store some information related with the files in the directory, and actual file contents are stored in disk. Okay, so we shall see to it. Let us see this. File contents of A.C are stored, and I think that they are becoming over at H. Up to this place, they are over. Then the file contents of T.text are stored. They are becoming over at this place. Then the file contents of RTY are stored. And directory contains their location. For example, A.C, the first letter of A.C is at location 0. Our location 0 starts from here. First letter of T.text is at location 19. So from this location 19, let us count 19. From this location, the first letter of T.text starts. The first letter of RTY stores at 21. So it is starting from 21. So in this way, information is stored. Do you have got any doubt related with this? You ask question. How we are storing information? We are storing the information on the disk. And in the directory, we are simply storing the pointer. That where our file contains, rather I should have also stored it, that file contents are, yes. Okay, can you repeat the previous line? What was the previous line? File contents of A.C were from 0 to 18. File contents of T.text were from 19 to 27. Is it correct? And file contents of RTY were from 28 to 40. No, these are only locations. Technically speaking, these need not to be written. Technically speaking, these need not to be written. Okay, I will explain this with the help of another example. Let files are r.text, m.text, h.c, u.c. Let their contents are yes, and I think both starting and end is required. Nilanjan, I think both start and end is required. Otherwise, how we shall be able to find it out? Is it correct? Yes. Now, suppose r.text file contains is suppose m.text file contains is suppose h.c file contains r. And suppose u.c file contents are, how the above is logical. The above is logical. Directory is stored in memory. Yes, directory is stored in main memory. Main memory is smaller in size. Storing big files in the directory is not possible. So directory simply is one level higher. It stores less information and gives the direction to find out the actual file contents. Is this all right to you? Yes, that is correct. Is there two variables, one for pointer and one for the size? Two variables, start address and the end address. Is it correct? Yes. Two pointers. Start address and enter. We can keep the size also, it doesn't make any difference. Now, physically, how do we store? Actually, how do we store? In the main memory, in main memory, and in disk. What we store on disk is the file contents. This is stored on disk.
मेरा लेक्चर चालू है, मैं बाद में भेजता.
What are you saying? I cannot hear you. Please type. I cannot hear you. In disk, QWERT, file contents are stored in disk. In disk, file contents are stored. And in main memory, we say that what is r.text? R.text is on disk between the location 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. M.text is DHW 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 7. S.C is, so it is becoming difficult for me to note down everything. So I am writing the locations 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. H.C is AQWD. AQWD is where? Between location 8 to 11. Q.C is between location 12 to 16. Is your doubt clear? Any doubt? Please ask. Now, what is the problem with this structure? You tell it. What is the problem? No, it is not clear to me what we want. Pranab, what you want to say?
Sir, main memory's contents are lost whenever the power goes away, right?
You see, technically speaking, the contents of the directory are stored in disk and as well as in the main memory also. Could you understand this? And the file contents are only stored in the disk, and relevant file contents are brought to the memory when the need is there. Could you understand?
Sir,
What
so
is
in
the
main
doubt?
memory we'll only store where what is stored, not the actual file.
For the time, because you see, main memory or the directory, in main memory directory is stored, and directory simply gives you the direction to find out where the actual file is and how you can recover the actual file. What is your doubt? And as someone has told how to store contents of different directories, because if there is some other directory, it will have some other files. So its file contents will be in the disk and they will be coming afterwards. And their addresses can also be stored. Nilanjan, is your doubt clear? Logical basically means that we want to make a file r.text whose contents are qwert. Is it correct? How such a file is made? In the directory, we write r.text 0 to 4, and in the disk, we write file contents. Is your doubt clear? Forget about that. Assume that there is only one directory. Directory structure is not a part of today's lecture. In today, we are talking about the file structure. Is it correct? Yes. Please ask question. Yes. Now, any other question? Any other question? Maybe that you have asked some question, but I could not answer. You repeat this question if my answer is not there. That is correct. The problem with this is how to insert more contents into the file. Suppose in the file r.text, we want to modify r.text. Suppose I want to put here extra k. How to put it? Insertion and deletion from the file will become very difficult. Is your doubt clear? File updates are not easy in this manner. This is only storing a constant storage. Is this all right to you? Any more doubt? I cannot understand, Kasif, what are you saying? Value of pointer of the file must be copied in some location. I cannot understand it. Pointer basically means location. So the r dot text is between location 0 to 4. Fine.
Sir,
And
actually,
it
every
is
file,
stored in directory. Kasif, what is your doubt now?
sir, my doubt is every file has a starting pointer and an end pointer.
That is
So
correct.
with certain values, there is a certain location present in the pointer. So those values, where did it store?
These values are stored in those locations. In the disk, there are locations 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at location 0, Q is stored. At location 1, W is stored. At location 2, E is stored. In this way, they are stored.
Sir, actually, let's say a pointer P has a starting address of the file r.txt, which is 5000. So the value
No, I
5000,
cannot understand it. What are you saying?
the file has a starting address 5000, and
5,000. So what is the harm in this?
so that value should be stored in some other thing.
No, the value will be stored. From which location the file starts and from which location the file ends, it will be stored in the directory. If you see, in the directory, we are storing that file r.text starts from 0 and ends at 4. So suppose we want to find out the r.text, then what we shall do? We shall go to disk and see the contents between 0 to 4. What is your problem?
Sir, I will ask you in the mail, sir.
By
Not-
mail action. Fine. No, still, acha, theek hai, fine. Is this all right to you? So as every person can agree that in this, there is a problem of updates. Suppose we want to update a file. In the r.text, QWERT is r.text, I want to delete this E. As soon as this E will be deleted, everything will be shifted. And this will be difficult to handle. Is this correct? The value of pointers of the file must be copied in some location where the pointers are stored. Pointer values are stored into the directory. One copy of the directory is in the disk. One copy of the directory is in the main memory. We forget about the copy of the directory on the disk. We keep it in the main memory, but as someone has told, if power goes, then what will happen? So for safety, we have sufficient storage on disk, so directory can be stored at both places. What else is your problem? Any doubt? So we see that the updates are problem. Okay. Let us see what is another method for storage. We divide another method. The disk is divided in the blocks. Disk is partitioned into blocks. Block basically means previously what we were saying, we were seeing that the address 0 was storing one letter. Block means group of letters. Every block stores few letters. Is it correct? Now, the block addresses are stored in directory. This is called indexed allocation. Block addresses are stored in directory. Is this correct? We shall see to it. Let us take this. Our files are, these are our files. So this is logical. Logical basically means I want that A.C should contain these letters. Now, we shall see what is indexed allocation. What is indexed allocation? We are making blocks. Okay. So, blocks. We are making block 0, block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are making blocks. You see, disk is a physical device. Disk is a hardware. And directory is a software. We cannot differentiate between disk and directory. You should ask this question. What is the difference between file and directory? Is this correct? This should be the question. File is big in nature. Storing complete file in main memory is not possible. Hence, we store some small guidelines how to get that file, which is called directory. So directory stores the guideline to get those files, and actual file contents are stored in physical location disk. Is it clear to you? Now, we have got the files. We want to make these files. The blocks on disk are following. Yes. Okay. We have got the file A.C. Indexed allocation. Which data structure is used for storing information of files in directory? Today, the data structure stored is indexed allocation. Is it correct? Yes. Is this all right? We are later on. We shall also talk about the chained allocation. Now, our file is A.C. We have got a block size 5. Let block size is 5. Now, we are dividing them in 5 files. And so, group of 5 is made into directory. into the file contents. Group of 5 is made into the file contents. And these groups are stored in some block. Is it clear to you? And our directory stores their address. PQWSW is in block number 4. So our directory contains A.C and A.C contains block 4, block 6, block 1 and block 8. Is it correct? Yes, we can store them in any order. We can store them in any order. That is why the insertion updates of the file become easy. Is this correct? Yes. So, is it clear to you? Now you tell me how t.text will be stored. Tell the method how t.text is stored. Yes, new file always starts from a fresh block. Yes, yeah, I'm fully correct. Why we need to mention the ending pointer of the last block, Nilanjan? We are writing down the all block addresses into the directory. So why do we need ending pointer of the last block? It is a set, not the range. Previously it was a range, Nilanjan. Now it is a set. And new file always starts from a new block. Yes, fully correct. It will not be the case that one block contains one block has the yes, fully correct. So you can say let block number 3 stores this and block number 9 stores this, and the directory stores 3 and 9. That is correct. Block size for all of them is 5. Block size for all of them is 5. Yes. Because you can see, once a blank comes, we know that nothing is there. Is it correct? Because a blank will come here, so we know that nothing is there. Is it correct? Yes. So we can know that only 4 spaces are filled. What else is required? What else is your doubt? Yes. Block size has got some certain constraints and it is different from different systems, which we shall be studying in the lab. Is it correct? Yes. What are the advantages of big block size and what are the advantages of small block size? What is your doubt? So let us see t.text also. We are breaking them in a block of size 5. So it is 5. RTD. Do you have got any doubt? No, that is not correct. Smaller block size will be easier to modify. No. Yes, how to allocate blocks to the file randomly. Any free block we take and put the 5 letters of the file into this. Assuming that there are no blanks. Is it correct? For that you are talking about sparse files, Suman, which we can consider separately. That is correct. Prabhat, you are fully correct. In this way, directory will be 1/5 of the hard disk. Fully correct. And normally block size is taken at least 1024. Is it correct? Yes. Prabhat, you are fully correct. And later on, we shall see how to reduce it further so that it is not 1/5. What else is your doubt? Any doubt? Now, we shall see how the updates are made. How to make updates. Okay. Our file t.txt is this. We shall see. Now, our file t.txt is what? ZXSWE RTDY. This is our file t.txt. How to delete S? How to delete S from here? Tell me some method. Tell me some method so that S is deleted. Tell me some method. We want to delete S. This is R dot text. In 5, we want to delete S. See, we shall go at this location. T dot text is in block 5, and afterwards it is in block 3. We shall be going to the location 5, block number 5, and from here we shall be deleting this. Is it clear to you? Is this okay? Is this clear to you? The method of deletion of S?
Sir, can you scroll down?
How there is a chance of collision? I cannot understand, Nilanjan. What is Prabhat's question? This way directory should be 1/5 of the hard disk. Fully correct. Shubham, you are fully correct. Yes. So how there is a chance of collision? I cannot understand, Nilanjan.
Sir, like when we are filling the
That is
content
correct.
of one file.
Sanket, you are fully correct. That is the block size is 1024 and many small files are there, then lot of space will be wasted. And you see, if we take block size is small, then the directory structure takes more storage. You are fully correct. Who was asking? Go to.
Sir, I was saying that while the content, let's say while we are filling the content of t.txt, we are allocating blocks 5 and 3. And let's say after when we are allocating rty, if we are randomly selecting, there is a chance that we are also allocated block 5, but then there will be a collision.
There is a method. A list of free blocks is also maintained somewhere. Is this correct? A list of free blocks is maintained, and whenever we want a new file, we take few free blocks from that list. Is this correct?
Okay, sir.
Yes. Is this method of deletion of S is clear to you? How to delete a letter? How to delete a letter? Delete that letter. John, why it is not clear to you? How to delete a letter? Delete the letter. I want to delete S. In from t.text, I should rather say delete second letter of t.text. Delete second letter of t.text. So in t.text, we shall see that t.text is in 5th block. We shall start from 0. 0th letter is Z. First letter is X and second letter is S. We shall store block 5 index 2, not index 1, index 2. We are deleting second letter of t.text. Is it correct? Yes. Yes, we are coming to that. We are coming to this. Yes, so shifting will be done as Kasif has told within the block only. So that is why I was saying delete the second letter. Okay, if there are two S, then we don't know which S to delete. So that is why we shall give the location which letter is to be deleted. Yes, we are coming on insertion part very soon. Fully correct. How to delete a letter? Delete that letter. Very simple. Deletion is very simple. A letter is deleted as it is in the beginning. as it is for the time being. Whatever letter we want to delete, we will simply go to that letter and delete. Any doubt till now? That is correct. Fifth block will have only 4 letters. What is the harm in this? With one blank, so it can be assumed. Okay? Blank means it doesn't exist. Blank means it does not exist. So what is going to happen? That we are simply deleting this. Fine. So how we shall recover the file contents? We shall go to t.text. T.text is now logically what is this? Logically this will become 5 is ZXWE followed by 3 is RTDY. Is it correct? Any doubt? That is correct. Let it have 4 letters. Let it have 4 letters. What is the harm in this? What else is your doubt? Now, in file A.C, make 7th letter as Y. Is it correct? Yes. We shall see how this can be done. Yes. For the time being, we are not doing this transfer. Okay, because the transfer will take huge amount of time. If we shall, if in this way we shall be doing shifting, the first letter of the next block will be transferred. Then, if the first letter of the next block should also be transferred to the next block, in this way there will be huge chain. We don't want to do so much shifting. We want to do shifting only within one block. We are not assuming 10 blocks. We are assuming that there are more than 10 blocks. Is it correct? Okay. For convenience, I took 10 blocks. Any doubt? In a file, make 7th letter as Y. Okay. What is my file A.C? A.C is 4th block. What is 4th block? Then what is 6th block? Now, what is 7th letter? 7th letter is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to put Y here. How to put it as a Y? In block number 6, we want to put Y here. So, we shall write here ASY. In block 6, DFR. Six and 10, and here an extra insertion of 10 will be done. No, because in this way so much transfer will take place. If when we delete, then some space will become free, and then we shall start shifting. Then its shifting will take a lot of time. Is it correct? It is insert, not update. Update is very easy. When we are updating, then we can always replace, the problem will not come. Problem will come in insertion because the number of the letters will increase. Previously in the block 6, you see, previously in the block 6, 5 letters were there. And when we shall do start insertion, more letters will be coming. So what will be done? Block cannot store those many letters. So we shall take an extra block into that, and we shall do 2 parts of the block. So we are storing on 6 and 10. 6 contains some part and 10 contains another part. Is this doubt clear to you? When we are trying to insert and the space is not available in the block, then we split. I cannot understand your question. Why DFR is shifted and not only R? That was also possible. We could have shifted, yes, you are fully correct. We could have done this also. ASYDF. And we could have very easily done this also. It could have been done in this manner also. Is it correct, Nilanjan? Whatever you are saying is fully correct. But can you tell me what is the advantage of doing what I did than what you are saying? Because you see, once a block has 6 letters, then when a block has got 6 letters, then we split into 2 letters. Not as this. Not split it as this.
इतनों पे ये सीक्वेंस में नीचे रह रहा है तो क्या कर सकते हैं?
What is the advantage? No. It has more shifting. You see, once a block size becomes 6, then we break it into 3 and 3, not as 5 and 1. If we break it as a 5 and 1, then less shifting is required. But we break it into 3 and 3, not 5 and 1. What is the advantage? Nilanjan, wrong. Shifting will be less than what Nilanjan did. Shifting will be more than what I did. But we split into 3 and 3, not as 5 and 1. Why? That is correct. Subham Dubey has given the right answer. We can do further edits in these 2 blocks. Suppose I want to insert here as 6th letter as M. Then I can do the insertion without doing further split. Is it correct? If I break it into 3 and 3, then when further insertion is done, then I can do it into easily. Is it correct? Without doing any further splitting. Is this correct? That is correct. What Pranav has told is fully correct. Is it correct? We will not like to make a block fully full. Why? So that insertion and deletions become easy. Is it correct? So if we shall make it 5 and 1, then one of the block is fully free. Then further insertion will be done. Then again it will split. But if we make it 3 and 3, then further split insertion will be done. We don't have to split. Is it correct? Yes, fully correct. Ask another doubt. Ask another doubt. So we are doing it as ASY. Is this all right? Yes. By this method, certainly, Aditya, space wastage has taken place. Few of the blocks are not storing 5 letters. So there is some wastage of space, but insertion and deletion becomes easy. You see, in this method, only R is shifted, Prabhat. Once we are breaking it into 5 and 1, then only R is shifted. No, you are correct. Yeah, shifting is the same in both of them. Shifting is same in both of them. I told wrongly. Shifting is same in both of them. I told wrongly. Yes, fully correct. Is it clear to you, or what else is your doubt? You forget about amount of shifting. You see, DFR anyway shifted. Once we insert Y, then DFR anyway shifted. If we shift within the same block or we shift into another block, it doesn't make any difference. Is it correct? Yes. Any more doubt? Forget about that. Is it correct? Forget about that. So now, okay. Now I am asking you one question. Let blocks are this. Let blocks are I cannot hear you. What are you saying? Let blocks are this. Is it correct? Let second letter let second letter E is deleted.
अगर वो अपना बेटा चाह सकते हैं तो फोन
What is done? This you can discuss it. Now class is over. Discussion can be done. You can ask any doubt. Otherwise, my class is over. What are you saying? मुझे सुनाई नहीं पड़ रहा तुम्हारी आवाज. Any person has any doubt?
कोई और वगैरह नहीं देखती वहाँ भल्ला बिल्ला ये सब कहाँ कम
कौन बोल रहा है? मुझे आवाज सुनाई नहीं पड़ रहा है. आशीष पाटीदार. What is this name? Ashish Ranjan. What you want to say? But how to send it? It is becoming difficult because insertion deletion method will be difficult to send. We can discuss now. Are you free, Prabhat? Now we can discuss now also, or some other time discussion can be done. Is it correct? Yes. What is this, Tushar?
Sir, just a WhatsApp group for students.
What are you saying?
Sir, WhatsApp group for discussion for the students itself.
No, I cannot. Please type it. Whatever you are speaking, I cannot hear you properly. Tushar, group of student discussion. I could not understand. What do you mean by saying group of student discussion? Tushar, I cannot understand you. Tushar, what you mean?
Sir, probably it's a group for students who are in.
Like a group where we can ask and discuss among ourselves. Like a group. So do you want to ask any question from me? So you ask the question. Yes, so I am showing the last line of the complete question. Let the blocks are this and let second letter is deleted. What is done? What you want? So you can fix up some time with me and I can clarify your doubts. Is it correct, sir? Fix some time and I will clarify your doubts. Okay, anything else, sir? If you are free, we can discuss now also. Yes. Are you free, sir, now? Yes. Stop recording. Yes.